So, for those of you that follow me for my Limbus company content, you might have realized that I did not play the current summer event. I just wanted to give a quick update on the current happenings and what that means for this channel moving forward. To give a contextual rundown on the situation, there was a recent controversy regarding the game. I'll try to be objective, and I don't claim to be an expert or know everything about the situation. A lot of information is also not official, and things could get lost in translation, so take all of this with a grain of salt. I have to preface this with explaining the stigma behind feminism in South Korea. To the rest of us, there is nothing wrong with this word. But over there, it can cause serious controversies that in the past have led to other workers losing their jobs. This is not to say that South Korea has a problem with feminism. If you asked most South Koreans if they believed in gender equality, they would answer yes. The inherent problem lies with the word feminism and how it is interpreted by isolated extremist groups. While a lot of us are familiar with the first part of this story, there is a little bit more nuance to the situation than Ishmael not being in a skimpy bathing suit. Sure, the catalyst is ridiculous sounding, and it is, but it made a group of people wonder if this was feminism at play because the counterpart identity, Sinclair, was dressed in less. Feeling like their game was suddenly a threat by feminist ideologies, this group of people decided to find someone within the studio to pin the blame on. As it turns out, the artist behind Ishmael being in a wetsuit was a man who simply found it more in character. Not backing down from their suspicions, they kept digging until they found the CG artist, Vellmori. With the help of archive sites, they found some tweets she made years ago that they deemed to be promoting feminism. I do not speak Korean, and some translations I see circulating online will tell you completely opposing narratives. The screenshots of such tweets can be found in the thread I will link below for you to make your own judgment. With this new information and rising tensions from even before this incident due to game balance, they took off to Project Moon headquarters. There is a complete translated transcript of what happened there that I will link below in the description, but you can read all about their grievances there. To sum things up, the group would settle for nothing less than the artist's Vellmori's dismissal. While a lot of South Korean game companies are no strangers to online protests, for protesters to physically be there is uncommon. And to top it all off, the CEO of Project Moon was also out of the country and uncontactable at the time, leading to the Project Moon staff at a complete loss of what to do, as well as the increased dissatisfaction of the protest group. At this time, a few Project Moon fans were aware of the situation, but not the complete details. So, when Project Moon made the first notice on their social media that there would be an important announcement later on, there was overwhelming support of Korean and global players saying that they did not need to change anything regarding Ishmael's costume or apologize for it. In fact, a lot of female players that found comfort in Limbus company due to their portrayal of female characters were happy for the costume and wanted it to remain as such. At this time, a lot of people were still under the impression that that was the end goal of the protest group. When the official announcement, however, turned out to be that Project Moon had acquiesced to their demands and fired their CG artist, Vellmori, a lot of players found their trust in the company being broken, leading to a massive exodus of Korean fans, which you may have witnessed on social media. Most did not believe that the contents of Vellmori's past tweets had been controversial. Moreover, she had already deleted them. Many asked if she should continue to be persecuted for not complying with company social media regulations, when the accusers were the ones who used archive sites to acquire said past information. While many understand that Project Moon was put in a difficult situation, and it was a difficult decision, the suddenness and ease with which the company accepted strangers' demands was off-putting to many. Especially when many fans were working tirelessly into the night, asking people to leave 5-star reviews to combat review bombing left by anti-feminist fans just hours before the announcement was dropped. If the game had reached low enough rankings, Project Moon would have to pull the game completely from the platforms. And I do not doubt this influenced their decision-making to be so quick regarding Vellmori. An article also came out in which an interview with the artist Vellmori claimed that the firing happened at 11 p.m. over the phone. Many Koreans have pointed out that this is a direct violation of their national labor laws, which can be pointed out in this thread by Twitter user DLSDSD that I will also link. Project Moon contractual laws, which they say Vellmori violated, which led to her dismissal, do not precede national labor laws, which require at least 30 days written notice beforehand. Which leads to where we are today. As of this video, they have not made any other statements, not even regarding bug fixes, on their social media, and that is drawing some side eyes from the player base. Furthermore, in-game and Steam announcements were made without any mention of the incident, adding to the impression that Project Moon is simply avoiding Twitter until the controversy dies down. This also has people believing they're promoting censorship, and all of this has given the local fandom enough basis to boycott and organize protests. A lot of us love Project Moon for its stories and its portrayals of literary works into dystopian modern-day issues not too far removed from reality. They always stood for how bad these corporations were for giving into pressure even if it went against their ideals, and why it was so twistedly sad. As for where I stand, I feel like this entire incident has broken the Project Moon magic for me just a little. For if the group is big enough and exerts enough pressure, what else could Project Moon compromise in regards to the integrity of their stories, and more importantly, their ethical practices as a company? I know no one wins in this entire fiasco, and it is an extremely tricky one where Project Moon loses no matter what. While I love the stories told, it's almost like meeting a beloved celebrity, only to be ignored by them. Sure, I can understand that they might have been tired or having a bad day, but it still feels a bit weird to like them as much as you did before. This weird feeling is why I am taking a little break from Limbus Company and Project Moon content in general. I am sorry if you were looking forward to me playing the event. New information is yet to come, as the hearing regarding Vellmori's unjust dismissal will be just in a day or so. But for now, I cannot in good faith consume Limbus content, while someone who played a huge part in creating the rich CGs that helped many immerse in the world of Limbus Company could potentially have her entire career damaged due to the stigma behind this likely illegal dismissal. Thank you for understanding, and I am apologizing again for the out-of-character serious content because I do think it warrants it. All in all, I still hope we can achieve a good outcome from this mess. Somehow. So, we shall see when the results from the hearing drops. Take care.